kind of the way that Cascade can cover a long push. It's almost
Triple
perfect size,
Frenzy.
and a few other
Full breach
of the lanes
util.
or avenues that you would be taking a site. You
3
get
stars,
such good
2 down
space
already.
to clear forward, and that's what you can do with these long extremities.
Looks like they're going
is use that
kinda
Cascade to
aggro.
take all the space you want. But not having the breach is always a question. Here's one right towards window. All towards A.
I think they literally just wanted to see if the turret was going down, and they didn't see the turret, and now maybe with this dog they're going to push out and heavy rotate over towards A.
Ready for it.
No armor play, so you get full utility. There it is.
Damn, nicely done from Khalil.
On the first blood into the round, the dash canceled out by Artis. And with the high tide coming out, NRG is
Yeah,
starting
this
to fall
was a
back.
nice ante on this.
Yeah,
I like their pistol. Wanted to see if they had any turret over towards middle, no pressure. Got a good rotate over. We had a literal setup that is just for Artis's dash. Pretty common pathing, especially from him. It's kind of only really 2 that they do this. You see a few teams going up from round as well, but
the fake clear, but at least a recon dart does get the ping onto the defenders into the A site.
should be too many people here.
But somehow we answer back for Furia. It's up to Crashies on a 2 versus 1. Gets the second on the board back into a 1v1.
Okay, it's a long time until his recon goes in. Straight up one-on-one. Do you have any idea?
And there's the shot.
Okay, nicely done. Good pistol from Furia.
But it's still the piss around for Furia.
Yeah, that's their first one as well.
We're gonna come out on top as well, and then Crashies comes around with some really big kills, cleaned up by Digizin, so that's gonna feel good. He's 2 towards Blade Storm already, and they weather a storm of a pretty strong.
So yeah, 1-2. Crashies. Crashies did a good try though. Almost had it in terms of what they're purchasing here.
And that Molly
yeah, just no one taking any kind of risks again. Teams are starting to catch on to the Fnatic protocols in terms of if the attack plant, just make sure you're just getting a lot of guns out.
Turret rather towards mid.
I don't think Fnatic will go for this, but NRG not much of a force buy team really. After they get the plant.
That we got for NRG, a 1 versus 1, no force buy.
A few frenzies as well. We're seeing that become more common. That's a nice start into this one.
Yep. Those cascades. It'll be very difficult to get some early value here.
Is a frenzy OP? Yeah, it's Sunrow. It shreds people with no armor, especially. I mean, kind of shreds people with armor as well, to be honest.
Furia so far across all of their default spots. You walk into something, it's something waiting for you here for NRG.
There's so many options with the utility that they use, right?
Oh my goodness!
The high tide coming out on one side,
floated onto the box. Yeah, these are just what their score is in the split itself. 4 wins, 2 losses. 3 wins, 3 losses.
And NRG is just starting to see, so we'll see how much they can cooperate to get around it. The start towards A seems to be everything. For
Full rifles going in. Let's see how much damage the bonus can do. Not expecting them to win, but could do some damage here. Digizin's going to go over towards short and try and take this shot. Crashies is doing his recon over towards here. Stun as well. Astra suck as well.
Right down Digizin with the Marshall.
So yeah, they do their normal default out. That's at least info.
They're defaulted here with as much as they're pushing still. And
Crashies is going to get good timing on this.
And there's no dash away.
That's a nightmare.
Drone, is it going to clear?
Hello.
Makes it away at least back towards sewers as a Trailblazer comes out.
They get good info because if they were coming well, they would know that the breach was spotted, and then the jet would spot it. So they at least know that there's 2 here.
Lean. But the call right now for NRG is trying to move back.
Again, important to say people's agent names when you see them instead of just one. Flash goes in over towards the top and hits nothing, so we might see this change. Wait, this is a nice hold at the moment, and they're going to be able to rotate because of the flash that came in. And he can back this up. Oh, he ate the shock though. Dude, that's kind of strong. You can see around the corner here. Wow, he flashed through it. Heal goes in as well. Killjoy still has a good setup. Molly might go down on the turret. Takes contact. Feel a little bit sorry for Khalil here. If he gets one, he's a hero.
Crashies opens it up at least for 1, but there's still one hiding inside of this pit, and finally, should I say the poison orb is stopped here by Som. 10 seconds left on the clock, having to come in for a plant, finally comes down, but it's
they don't expect him close.
Crashy's off the Nebula coming through. Somehow Digizine with the Spectre gets the pick off. Som answers back aftershock to try and clear out the defender's push. As now Som spots both of them. We'll get the support from Finesse as they're trying to go for the jiggle in the crossfire setup. And now with the swing out,
okay, nicely handled. Good damage done though. 3 guns out of them. They got I honestly think it's going to be 2 armor rebuys as well from both of these.
Going down first for a 3rd time in a row.
Yep.
This is a massive swing right now. We get the op out as well.
Finds the win to get into sight and put Furia onto this now buy round.
Okay, doing that thing where I circle everyone that can't buy next round.
It comes out
it's a lot.
so quick and just starts to change the
About
flow
8
of
people.
the game here. Furia grabbing pistol gives them a few rounds to start. That pistol is the first of their series. So if they can keep it going on this 4th round after the bonus, they're going to feel very good.
The
about
op
the
goes
start
out
to
over
save the
towards
map against
long.
NRG,
No
which
heavy long
I'm saying
take.
it's their
And this
playground.
flash actually hit no one, so they can
Attack half is
easily
going to be pretty treacherous
leave the jet
as
here
we
to
get
hold
into
down
it.
A alone.
Furia has to be on their game.
Oh, they're scared that they got timed over towards short. This is fast.
Could do some impeccable calls on this map of Haven. And early in this round, we have the operator out for Digizine. NRG committing into a plant for B-side, and that's the 4th first death here for Artis. Unlucky there.
Skydog saw,
yeah.
and then insta shot. That's
and a flank from behind.
It's going well. Got some info on this one. Good damage done.
Aftershock, getting half.
Okay, they extend the half. Still a little bit worried. They got Cove if they want to.
6 cents there for Khalil.
Cove goes in.
The push
I think there was
coming through. Body blockers.
Yeah, Cove in.
Defuse in for Furia.
Damn, nicely handled from dude, yeah, got an extra kill there as well. Nicely handled. Jesus. The Boppy, thank you so much, dude. 17 months. Damn, that racked up real fast, Boppy. Thank you for that, mate. Appreciate all your support.
That smoke can just kind of be clear jump, or people are still in mid. But yeah, Cascade.
You can get the op too far away. Yeah, it was in spawn, right? Makes a lot of sense. Still, though, should be happy with the round, especially as a big swing round.
It's really troublesome.
Looking like NRG have
stop energy there very nicely.
Sova ult, and it looks like they just want a drone try pushing towards C.
Now towards C, NRG's first switch of the map.
Yeah, so
like
absolute classic. Do we get a tag with this? Do we ult? Do we go fast C?
So they might move faster because they have, like I said, they've been on that A main.
Good luck to Killjoy. Not gonna ult into this one. But the pressure of it was enough, and he gets a double.
As QCK still holding towards the back of the site, fully blinded, hiding inside the poison orb.
Wow.
Gets a second kill into the round. Support
nice
comes
shot.
in as he gets picked up by Crashes with the shock darts, but that's still MW0 in the back there.
Nice overwhelm this whole time.
Move out, pendulum swings. As it's up to Matzine under 3 versus 1. In favor of NRG.
Damn, really nice rounds, and they get, what was it, 3 of them alive, 3 upgrades, really good from them. Artist did great, but the util was great as well. I didn't massively like how Furia played this. I would normally have a set protocol against this because everyone does drones over towards C, and you don't want to get hit by it. They actually had 2 people in a position where they could get hit by it. Don't massively recommend it.
Because he was fault blind off his position. But he's kind of trying to adjust to what NRG's doing on the site. We'll see if NRG.
Okay, low buy as well, and looks like we're going to do the standard again over towards C. Again, just it's just a favorite when you have this ult. Oh, wait. Okay, they get over towards site, and again they manage to hit over towards C, and they don't use the ult.
Double swing coming out from A main.
A little bit of damage done. Judge is potentially going to get close B. Going to have a free kill.
Artist then pushing forward into the B side spot. The last one wants to continue with the Judge. Gets the dink. NW0 is down to 60 HP. Not really in a position to play a Hunter's Fury on a pulse plan, so you have to be on your toes for both of these players of NRG.
What a cool setup.
Wow. Damn, back-to-back kills with the shockies.
Obviously
from him.
Som aware if anybody comes through garage, and Crashies just gets a quick shock dart.
There's no way. Yumpy's put you up to that.
Even though going down delayed
that's too much Yumpy.
Of Furia over at A. His energy kind of runs through here with the rest of their members to be able to take this C site, which they've now focused quite a few rounds in a row.
Okay, timeout from Furia. They did low buy for this one, so they can kind of talk about what they want to do. Maybe it's something about these ults because they've baited over towards the C hit twice. Maybe they actually go for the normal C hit. Maybe they fake out the C hit and go somewhere else. Who knows?
this is an early
They have so many
now
ults, they
coming
have
out
so
from
many
Furia.
options at the moment. It's a little bit scary. Furia have a
On
lot
the
of stuff
first
they
map
can
when we
talk
played,
about
it
in
was
terms of
really
this one.
NRG that was trying to find their footing ever since they got ecoed on that second round, and this time around when NRG had their money right from the get-go, from the beginning on their first buy round, it's been NRG's story.
Yeah, still getting a plant on that round 4, but it was diffused. So you can see that NRG being able to make it into the site, penetrate
Not
through
you?
that
Okay.
Furia defense.
Okay.
And their setups have been a bit stronger now. With the speed they're hitting the site, not allowing Furia to get into a setup that could flood or even retake with that much effectiveness. The chats are over, back to the game, and we are going to be in after this. Little bit of buy time. The operator's now out for Digizine, so we'll see how he continues to reposition and re-peak. 2 stars going out towards A to give Furia something to think
Okay,
about.
up early
something to
over
play
towards
around,
C.
and maybe
Makes
even
sense putting the
Argus,
jet
something
here
to
again if
kill
they
off
go
with
for the
Furia. Looks
normal
like they
ult.
want to get out into A. Big work by,
Sorry, if they go for the
Sam
normal
for this
drone and then tag, then obviously you can dash away if they decide to use ult. You can also just shoot it early with the op, so I like this idea. And they stack kind of heavy over towards A, got good setups. I like this setup from Furia. In terms of everything that they considered that could go into this round, I think this was probably the best they could have done. Breach ult goes in, we play retake, everyone gets out, it's fine. Astra ult goes in as well. But we have 2 great ults for retake. Harbor ult goes in extremely early. And they expected the lurk over towards C. So that's very impressive.
Number 2, when, where? There's
Why on
buying
earth is
time
the Astra ult
It's not
this
been
early?
planted, so the lockdown is kind
I mean,
of
they
fizzling
stopped the
out here.
plant,
They
I
obviously
guess.
won't see any members
Honestly, I think they
of
thought they
Furia
were going to
coming back
retake
in,
early, so it worked
but
out
they
pretty
are
well.
going to receive a lockdown of their own here from Khalil.
Meanwhile, though, Som has been picked
Killjoy's
off when
going
he
to
was
go
trying
in, we
for
have
that
Sova
lurk
ult for
along
this,
C, but it's back
and then
Hunter's
they
here
should
to
know this is
stop
going to
the
happen, so they
lockdown.
should be flooding the site early.
That was placed down by Furia. But with that, though, we're still storming in, flooding into the site. 2 kills comes out for MW0. A key player for Furia's success on Haven.
Still got a cove for this. Cove goes in.
Now we have to
Install the
play
defuse.
through the high tides, through the sprays. It's planted for them. They're trying to get the reloads and the kills. Finally,
Got half
Victor
though,
gets
right?
them
More
both.
spams?
Yeah. Man, the spams are crazy. Looking a bit like Paul for that one.
Deadly duo.
Looking a little bit like Paul. 2v4, just heavy over towards long, and just
Always
spammed
feeling
all the
comfortable
way.
playing
No one
around each
decided
other.
to push
From team
through,
to
no one
team,
did
it's never
anything.
changed, like riding a bike
And
from
yeah, they
the-
kind of got
the
punished with that
tandem
one. They
obviously.
didn't know if they were short, they didn't know if they were long, so they
It's
couldn't
good
get
to see
full
them still
info.
working together so well. Crashy's having
a
some
strong
run
round for them
himself
to
here,
win.
and Victor adding on to it.
Really
4-3
strong
now
round.
for NRG as they start to string those rounds together.
Furia
A lot
back on
of
a
ultis
low
down
buy.
that round, though. Making
Again, I like
sure
their
they
setup
can
for this
secure
one. They
it,
just messed up the after plan a
giving
little bit.
Furia all the respect they deserve here on these retakes. Again,
They were
to a bit of
obviously the
deep
fake
ball.
one,
Just an
okay.
alt orb for long grab. Looks like they'll at least try to push QCK off, doing a bit of damage.
Yeah, they're
on
making
both
this look
sides
pretty
to
good in
start
terms
off.
of the fake will kind of rotate.
Digizine's pushes never fail.
Oh my god.
He's not going to cheer yet because they're still alive in the game
What
here, but
is
those
that,
are some
though?
clean shots.
He gets 2 more. You get Pincata's Sheriff face on watch. Oh my word. Push through mid here. Finesse now trying to work the map, hoping that that kind of disruption of favor got Furia out of position, but they're still very aware, very ready. Mazin.
They're not in place to
grabbed
get the
last
guns
2
though,
kills of
right?
That round, and NRG absolutely shut down on a low buy from Furia.
This is what I used
Oh,
to
looks like they
like
might
to
have picked
call
up a
the
lot of them.
silver up.
3, I think.
And actually didn't have the
Man,
up in the beginning.
My
You
God.
do a lot of damage with this one as well.
if he
especially
gets a
at
third
that
there as well,
distance.
that was so good.
Second ego of the series now for Furia to bring that momentum back
Yes.
as they played a defensive half.
That's huge.
Yeah,
That's
what a
huge.
perfect
We
round.
kinda see it
What a perfect round from him. Nicely done.
Similar to the 4v5
Means that the money's
stat, but
really good
when
now.
They're down. They're taking more time. They're trying to get
Off
ahead
goes
of their
in,
opponent,
flash goes out. That hits.
figuring
They
out what the
don't know
best
about
course of
numbers. It's
action
over
would be
towards
there.
A.
Digizine, 3 headshots.
With that info,
Can't
you
go
might
wrong.
see this happen.
That's what they talked about during the timeout.
That's what they Digizine go. I mean, it's not wrong. That is the strat here for Furia 90% of the time.
It always seems to be a
They
high
hit
tide
drone,
in
reactionally
reaction to
put the
hearing
wall
out
up.
drone coming out from Crashies.
Mm-hmm.
Just to not allow
There was a
to get
flash
the
somewhere that I
damage
missed
coming in from
from
artists behind the
NW0.
owl drone.
And they need to get info over towards A, so they dog
As this is
short,
another
Viper all
duo
over
that
towards
works in
long, and
tandem
they're
to
full
try to
confident to
gain
have
that
those 2
early
people here.
space.
Ooh.
Ooh, that is nice there from Artis.
Almost a pair of haircuts
with that though, yeah, exactly. For NRG, we're not reacting on this yet.
There's a lot of people here for this C fake.
See where the util is coming from.
Does Viper hold strong?
This
is a sick Viper ult.
But this is all Artist selling
It's unlucky. It's kind of wasn't expecting this one. I really like this Viper ult. The fact that it leaks in towards short and you can play here as well. It's pretty cool.
30 seconds left.
Really nice round from NRG.
Is that smoked out right now? They just walked past the alarm bot here as they got themselves into B, just able to hold off any rotation that Furia is going to have. Yeah, they're trying to get to a save position at this point.
Nars is trying not to allow anybody to save.
Okay.
And as he looked down to call onto the gun,
that worked out well though. Honestly, they can get a few more of them. That'd be really nice. NRG will
be a plant coming in for NRG, and at least Finesse is chasing him down.
Will be hunting. It seems it's gonna be nice 3,000 on this.
I love this. They're pinging the op. They're like,
yeah, they really don't want to let him have the op.
They're just covering Digizine's rifle there, and the Ruzera has it. The hunt begins. Found it. Oh, on the run out! Just ran out like a Euro clone.
Oh god, they both go down. Absolute nightmare for Furia. Really nice for NRG. 1-9 loss bonus now. Furia get reset on that one. And yeah, they picked up the op as well.
And Furia only doing it on the eco.
Really good round from them. Really good round. Slim Doinks, 5 months in the Slug Cup. Thank you so much for that. With the Prime and easy transfer as well. 14 months. Thank you for all of the support, you two. Appreciate that.
Down, 1 off, and we may see an alt orb worked here. Artist is gonna just go.
Thank you very
mid.
much.
I think this is
Yeah, this forces them back down to eco. They managed to get 2 hero guns into this one, buying into it. Molly default over towards short. Get hit by the flash again. And again, a lot of pressure with just one person. NRG now are purposely getting hit by, like, from this flash. Every single time they're sending one person just in here just to get hit, so it keeps a good amount of people over towards A. So I like what they're doing. It's a massive kill over one of the hero guns.
As Artist couldn't get any value off the operator. Gets picked off early. So he was looking at the top of the B site. Didn't expect the swing from Manzine into the front.
Right, he was definitely looking up, thinking Digizine would be playing a little funky on a Blade Storm.
They realized that they got the orb over towards A. You're going to have a few people to help you get that, so feeling like they can speed it up.
Alarm bot, Nanostorm's already been popped off. There's that first kill and the spray through the smoke.
Oh!
3 into the
Killjoy ult if they want it.
Left
yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
From
they really don't want to win a round and then get insta reset. Also, they want to be able to buy a lot of space and know exactly where they are because it's still a weird round.
Yet to have a flash. And the Blade Storm comes in for the kill. Out to Finesse.
Oh, just at safety.
The flood in. The first kill. Rolling Thunder available.
Oh, they tried
looking
right
for
click.
The safetiness.
He has that Rolling Thunder.
Of the garage here after that kill indeed, so he's just going to wait, potentially pop it off the tap.
Damn, nicely played from Digizine.
Decides to swing out first, and Digizine gets the kill. The Thrifty comes in.
Little bit of a whiffage there, for sure. We kind of devastated on that one.
Quick defuse. Did you say the Thrifty? Oh yeah, the Thrifty. What? How does Furia keep doing this? I was joking.
Yeah, the hero gun was great. I mean, Mazin killed 3.
Rounds, but
I think it was. Oh man, that reset was unreal.
Right now. NRG has to find a way to lock this out, and Chet's gonna go ahead and give a word on that. The team right now.
Yeah, those last 2 ecos that were won there by Furia came down to those
NRG timeout. Let me check their money. Got Judge backup gun. They're fine for money.
Picking up the last 2 kills, and then that previous round was just Manzine getting a 3K off that hero rifle, and then Digizine coming in for the last 2. So how do we stop these 2?
Do you think he should have ulted? Nah, I think it's fine. It would have been devastating using the Killjoy ult and the breach ult itself into this one and losing. He was relatively low HP, 72 body shots. It was a very hard round for him to win.
It is, they've seen QCK back there quite a bit, and it's been contact. After the site take, they contact through that orb in play. There, it was Mazine in the back site, and they still were contacting to that back play. So just a second layer, flash detection, some kind of info before they move into the rest of that C site to stave off these multi-kills that Furia's able to get when it looks like NRG has control of the site.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's waiting.
Players are doing a very good job.
He's waiting, ready.
Absolutely.
We mentioned there was an opportunity there when
Furia
that kill.
Pulled them back. So 1-9, 1-9. Okay, get 2-4 on top of this.
Could have potentially used it on the tap of the
Sorry,
spike.
2-4 on top of this.
catch his opponents off guard, thinking that it was actually going to be Digizine that was going to push forward.
1-9, so like this almost. It's on the verge. It'll be a rough low buy. I mean, rough force buy. I think 5 might be pretty decent with this comp on defense. I can't. How on earth did this comp look on attack against Fnatic? I'm trying to remember.
It's going to be very quiet here.
I remember their B hands.
Yeah, like you said, heavy C-side. Just making sure that you can have Victor stay in range of this alarm bot, and they're happy to keep themselves out. I think the guiding light tells them no one's long, but that alarm bot just got pinged, so they're not going to try to push
just making sure they're defaulting a bit more. Yeah, that helps.
Just pull out the cascade, so they find
just using the judge to spray that.
Is for now.
Instant reaction is dog over towards A. They cleared this, and they can now get the rifle set up. Because it's a rifle, maybe that's why we have 2 people here, I'm not sure. They might try and go fast once they see this. And they might not expect Sky here.
As this may be now NRG leaning towards this rolling thunder that's available for finesse.
Crazy.
So neat with the high tide.
Does Harbor get here in time? Harbor has ult for this. Does he react? Oh god, the Jet's gone for a massive play. There's been a wall the whole time, and it's been has the gap on it. Oh man, give me this guy in short.
And that's Artis with a judge with a kill. Oh my god, what a kill by Digizine! The flicker cross, the advantage back for Furia. It's up to Victor and Som.
Oh my goodness.
But it becomes a 1 versus 1. Victor's still out.
Damn, dude. DG's that was insane from him. Yeah, dude, he made such a good play at short. Again, this Viper wall kind of leaks out a little bit. And once it went off as well, he used the wall to get coverage and get behind it. So he was like here the whole time. Didn't get a kill off it, but they didn't know he was here.
They tried to get into the site so fast. Look at MW0 fell out of the sky for a second there. I was like, where'd this guy come from? And then Digizine with the flick.
Some saw him at one point, and then he just instantly went over towards A, capitalizing the harbor. Yeah, it was such a sick round from him.
Just a ball of energy today, on fire for the rest of the team, driving that confidence and gassing everybody else.
He's great at the moment. He's having a really good game. Even on bind, he was like integral.
Did you just try that?
I tried Google Translate. My gosh. Let me know if I got that.
I like the try. It's what counts. It's what counts. Let's see if NRG can try.
I like how they're doing this in middle. Every time trying to break this turret. It's cool.
So they can block off the site, give themselves a little priority once they get the spike down here. Very focused for B. Still in up top. Artis on the bookcase goes down as they read that play.
Oh, Remus.
This time the PC was checked. Victor fixes it up, makes it a 3 versus 3.
That's
looking
nice.
for a lineup to clear
Molly for spawn.
Gonna head towards the spawn.
Yeah, they still don't know if anyone's beating this though. Keep an eye on the minimap. Where are we going?
And that utility that's been used are pivoting back towards the B or C site.
Back towards the scene of the crime. They're gonna head in, and rightfully so, expecting that nobody's just going to put themselves on B alone. That's the smart play to play retake here, but just watch for info.
Nice shot.
Som takes that info right back.
Good info as well. Puts the smoke down.
MW0 is trying to get that spray onto Crashies after the plant. Playing tight inside the site are NRG. More delays thanks to the nanostorm being thrown outside from Victor from the B site.
It's a good off angle. He's probably good for one.
Rotates across. There's the execution back. 2 players alive for Furia to try to go for the retake. The flash is huge.
Yeah, the flash molly was nice.
Second one.
No.
It's up to Victor in the front. 1v1. Only with the bulldog.
Oh, it's unlucky. MW0 just thought he wasn't refacing, so he went for the instant tap. Nicely done from Victor. There were some close rounds during this half. Really, really close. I like that retake from those two. It was impressive. They're making the Viper look really good. There's a lot of nice stuff on this map you can do with Viper.
That was another one of those moments where it could have been Furious round.
I like this comp.
Any of these players have what it takes to just pivot the round into their favor, keeping the score very close, 6-6 right here. But before we continue the second half, let's toss it over to Dan Triad and KD1.
Should we play this comp for Coach Potatoes? Yeah, why not?
Streamer right now, co-streaming the
I'll let you do all the strats for it then.
And Katie. It's not the first time they were here at the
Let's
arena.
talk about C9.
It's been a couple times, I believe, from what we got to see.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about the arena?
I think the
Defend
audience is
C9.
really
Okay,
cool
yeah, then yeah,
when
do
they're
it.
like rooting for the team I'm rooting for only. But I also like the streamer desk. It's nice. They give me like candy and snacks, and I was like, I want popcorn. They brought me popcorn, so I was like, oh.
Just a little bit of everything. That's nice. Also, for this match, is it going the way that you're expected? We saw a massive comeback for NRG on map 1, and now it's a little bit more even.
Well, for the first one, I was getting nervous, but then I was like, we can beat 9-3, because 9-3 curse, you know? And NRG super slay, so it's fine. And then second game, we're just giving them rounds. They're getting lucky.
They're getting lucky. It's all good. And we see, you said that, you know, you were getting nervous for the first one. I want to ask you, because you also on stream, you play Valorant. What is most stressful, watching a closed match or playing a closed match?
Watching.
Because
like you can see everything that's going on, and then like you can see like timings that happen. You're like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but when you play, like you can't really tell. At least I can't.
Okay, and then I also want to ask you. You said we're giving them a couple of rounds for this one, but in Furia, what do you think? So you think the prediction is going to be 2-0? How do you think it's going to go?
Yes, it has to be 2-0.
It has to be 2-0.
Yeah, it has to be.
There's no other option.
No.
There's no other option.
No. My heart can't handle it.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I want to ask you last thing here. So tell everybody your Twitch so you can go and watch it.
Oh, it's just KD1. That's
KD1.
Yeah.
All right, make sure you go watch her and watch the coach stream as well. A little bit stressful, but I think it's all gonna go good for
Yeah,
you.
it'll be fine. We'll be
as we go into the back take casters.
Thank you so much, Dan Dryad. And indeed, yes, looks like Mariah was able to give Katie everything that she wanted, but we'll see if NRG can give the victory that she wants now. Expecting this 2-0, wants this 2-0, but if it goes to a third
let's get into the pistol because
can Furia turn it around?
I mean,
but so far,
it is pretty even at the moment.
Around these eco rounds.
This comp should be good on attack. Again, I can't really remember it. Looking like they want to go for C pistol. Looks like NRG are aware of this, and then we have 3 people over towards C.
It's not their second chance now to get rounds on
Love
attack.
this wall.
We'll see if they've gotten enough for NRG at 6. Is that
Recon in.
what's going to work? Already into the site.
Yeah, it's a nice anti on this. A really nice anti on this. Okay, nicely played from
Gets the
NRG.
kill onto the second one, and Furia
Good
decides
pistol.
right away to fall back.
Yeah, the util gap that created Furia's team. being
Very
one
much
at
ready
long
for this.
C and
Util was
fewer long
great
C
as
and 2
well.
Insight did not work out for them. NRG just really able to put the hold on that immediately. And now Khalil goes
Still
for the lurk.
recoverable because at the moment this is the right thing to do.
Simon just pinged
Just
there.
depends on.
Look at
Okay,
that,
nicely
just a high
handled the
low.
1-2. Jesus.
Off the fly. That's a third player to fall now for Furia. At least they'll get the plant down. QCK is making so much noise. This is heard by Artis for sure. So it's going to be a double swing back towards the spawn. And it's a 1-for-1.
Great
Second
push.
one now spotted, and like I mentioned, the flank from
Okay, yeah.
behind.
Nicely
The
handled.
fault line for the
Nicely
assist.
done. Okay, in terms of the pistols, it's 3-1 for NRG. 1-1 in terms of just this map.
Furia really wanted C on that play. That was the initial play. I don't think they wanted to have a second strategy this round, Vansili.
Gorilla,
because it
shut
did
up,
not
man.
look like they had the positioning for
Did
it. The Khalil got his, but finesse already with the mind that they're going to be flanked was in place. Energy grab round 1. Can they keep it together though? Now's the question. This is where Furia likes to fire back. MW Zera actually with the sheriff this time. Okay. Did buy one.
Yep.
That would be
They
different if both of
lost
them
to this
didn't.
last
They
time.
love to try to get those hero shots in.
They
We
lost
saw
to this
Digizine
last
get the
time. They'd
beautiful
still
3K
go for the
earlier with
stinger buy.
Sheriff.
There's
So
3 of them
all
instead of 4 of them
possibilities are there.
last time.
These two are
Artis
definitely
obviously might be able to
minutes on
clean
those.
up with this.
Crazy.
Going for the orb. Vision's going to get
Going
blocked.
into a frenzy
Can
this
Artis get
round.
anything?
Hesitating on the weapon that he wanted, but decides to play the close range battle instead.
Close.
Artis trying to prevent.
The ping was there,
Picked up, but
and
it
they
will still
just
come
managed to get the orb.
Really cool high tide there to stop that Marshall attack. They expect Artis on top of the box. Finding him and being able to source that information and move away from what could be the one-shot Marshall they want to prevent.
Victor was looking for the turret swing.
It's in good
QCK
pressure at the
identified
moment though.
that too.
Drone goes out, spots them,
There's
keep
the
an eye
elf
on
the
this.
spot, one of those
Som
sheriffs.
is taking a lot of
Spotted
info.
key player being Digizine. But look at this push up here from Som. That frenzy. Here's the footsteps. Now the turret spots him, allowing Victor to play behind the toxic screen. 1v1 against QCK. Decides to fall back instead. Meanwhile, though, Som does get the frag out onto QCK to support. And this is going to be very difficult for Furia to try to move in for a plant.
Exactly. NRG anchoring looks so good right now on this round. They know they don't have to move. It's on Furia to get to the spike site.
Nice shot.
And do that. There's one of the sheriffs
Expect
that we were
some
talking about.
with the overleak smoke.
And it's much more damage.
No, they don't, but they still manage to do alright damage. Got an extra one in you? No.
Okay.
Okay. Armor rebuy, this probably stays the same. Two guns. So bonus isn't going to be great. Got 3 stingers into it. Full buy coming in for Furia. Let's see how much damage NRG can do.
Now as NRG does stave off that eco loss. Will they be able to grab the bonus though?
Really close to this all.
For a few more weapons with that light armor. So where's Finesse?
It's interesting. They used the this wall here. I think it was like FPX. They only did 2 walls into their haven. I think that was the wall they did. Not as in Chinese FPX.
So they will split up.
And then they used to do the B1 on top of it as well. Again, I love this wall. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, so they block vision like this. Yeah, it's a nightmare vision-wise.
He wants that. It's time for Artist to punish Digizines on their first blood attempt.
Yeah, Artist did great and got out of there. Gets the gun, gets out of there. It's really good at the moment. Instant reaction is then popping over towards B. We've got Breach here. Tower goes in. What's the reaction? Astra smoke, that's it.
NRG's pivoted back here to hold back the B push. Couple of sprays across, and it comes in favor of the attackers as Finesse falls. Counter coming through with this stinger. We're unfortunately not getting too much out of the bonus round of NRG. The plant comes in for Furia.
Obscuring vision.
It's up to their 2 stingers being delayed, being stomped by all of this utility.
Yeah, it's got some nice still. They...
Here's the sheriff.
Okay, it's on. It's so on. MW0's low HP. Nice fake.
Sketchy Vans.
Yeah, nice. Super low.
Up to Sam. Low HP. Is going to be NW0.
Anti-flash.
Swings out for the kill.
He's just like, dude, he had 2 flashes as well. MW0 had 2 flashes. I don't know. I mean, he must have known, it felt like, or he was just super bold. Either way. It's a very nice try. Very, very nice try.
Almost coming up with another clutch there. 8-7. And that's the bonus. We expected to be going to Furia. But really nice job
done by NW0.
Furia converting another 4v5.
Okay, they killed enough of them though, so we have the swing round again. There's only one person that can buy next round.
Up top on B.
So this is huge for the impact of this. Some has his ult, and that is it.
For him, not his.
Heavy shutdown over towards B with the ult.
Block it off right away.
Almost got that hit.
Yep.
And they change up their wall, so they do the A wall. Multi-purpose, even this is pretty good once you get over towards A, just hiding in between there.
Left behind by Victor at the beginning of this round.
Drone goes out, but this is not going to be able to clear enough because they can literally just wall this up again after.
Not going to spot anything yet.
And they do a smoke over towards short. They're doing great to block vision, so they're going to at least know at minimum there's 2 people here.
Here into A long, but it missed because it hit an obstacle, so they're not going to get too much information here for Furia. So pivoting back towards the C site.
This push.
Yeah, from Artist.
Jack gets a lot of info. Artist, timing on this. It's perfect. Does he expect this? Yes, he does. Oh god.
But the shorty doesn't get the kill.
Some might have owned it.
Now
he might be good for a lot here. What's his time? Oh god, no, I've done that thing. Digizin's gonna check him.
It's Digizine now with the operator on the attack. The updraft to escape at least with some damage done from Som.
Has his Astra ult, so probably didn't want to go for the play. 3 people coming in. That's some disgusting util. Breach stun, Astra suck on top of that. Nice trades. Okay, 1v1. Huge.
Letting it go for a delay with a snake bite. Still a second one available. And this might be it here for.
Is he just going to stick this?
He's good on that one. He's good on that one.
Oh, it didn't reach.
Trying to get it into the halfway mark. QCK running up.
The
wall's about to drop.
Holy hell. Again, that's a massive round because they cannot buy next.
Difficult molly to hit, not knowing the true distance. There's lineups and then there's an in the moment. And that one fell short, but the wall fell too, and the win goes to Furia. Very nice retake there coming into the C site. They'll find themselves another round to tie us back up here. 2 and 2
Yeah,
on
before
this
it's down
second
to
half
this.
for both teams.
A lot of ults here. Good news for Furia is they're going to be able to stack up some orbs and some ults into this eco, and then they're going to have loads of ults for this buy
They
round.
find Furia members on the ground.
Oh my goodness.
Cascade down long fits perfectly if they want to get by.
They nearly got a kill from that. At least they forced out the dash pretty early on.
This time.
It's still crazy. We'll hold that thought for a bit.
Hello.
The dash from Artis.
Yeah, he did a lot of damage, didn't get the kill though. Hill comes in, really fine on that one. Still 3+ stack over towards A.
From MW0 to start. I was just wanting to mention how crazy that was that DJZine was stunned by a fault line and could still flick across being stunned to break a dart. That's pretty insane. Got some muscle in there.
Yeah, no map
That's
control really.
You go up to the shoulder on that one.
Looking like they're giving up on the A, moving over towards here. When do we get in
a little
for?
crossfire with Victor's turret he's got set up there on the site.
Honestly, I think they're just going to hold this the whole
Catching
time.
a guiding light here in just a second as the team pushes through.
Victor with a stinger.
This is big.
Oh, what a play.
9 bullets. Ooh.
And unfortunately couldn't escape. But that actually makes Furia hesitate for a bit.
Yeah, this was kind of nice. Used a lot of util. Okay, they used Harbor ult into it, didn't make the gong, so they know that all of this is clear. Oh.
Into the open C site rather.
Yeah, I love that. Section off anybody in sight and slow everybody that's going to be coming in now.
Thrifty in the sights now for NRG. Crashes with a second one, upgrading into a Phantom. Artis also has a Vandal that he picked up. Now he fights back with finesse. The frenzy kill onto Khalil. And it's up to QCK once again, but this time with no utility. The updraft from Artis.
Oh god, that swing. That swing though. And they put an ult into it. And they get 3 upgrades. Oh my goodness. Yeah, nicely done. I love the B shutdown. Love the B shutdown, then love the util of it. As soon as they got info, rotate came in well. Get some nice shots into this.
The Sheriffs all game have been on
They were
point.
just a unit. They were. It was so together this whole round.
As Energy's come up big on this one. Round 18, 9.
I have no money, right? Because all of these rounds have been really close.
Is for DJZine on the Blade Storm.
And in terms of this, we got 3 people with pretty good money, so they go down to low buy. This is NRG's chance to get really in control in terms of their econ. This is still a thing though, right? Still super close to a lot of these ults.
There's here on this one. The Killjoy utility goes all the way back to A here for Energy, and they're going to start pushing forward.
Yeah, the classic Sova ult. People need to look out for this these days. It's an absolute classic now.
Gets a second blood.
It's the Fnatic special.
Off this half buy of Furia. They haven't even made it out of spawn before they lose 3 players. Now QCK is just going to make a lot of noise trying to do some plays. But there's one player just behind it trying to greet them. The gap into the smoke, and that's Victor right there. Right click classic at least into the headshot.
Any bit of damage would be nice. Yeah, an extra kill would be great. Yeah, you'll take that. Honestly, if you can somehow get another. Okay, not too bad in terms of the damage. At least they got an ult out of them as well. But I like this from NRG. Chat, it's the old classic. It's the old. Wait, did they call it timeout here, or am I just tripping?
Does this almost all the time, and it's just such a clean-looking strategy.
They called it timeout. Okay, yeah. It's the old tactic of attack attack timeout, and then on defense go aggro. Makes a lot of sense when they got it. Again, it's the reason why it works. You're focusing so hard on what you're going to do that you forget that your enemy team can do something aggro. It sounds dumb, but I'm telling you, the amount of times it works is ridiculous. If you watch the stream a lot, I'll say it every single time we see it. And I swear every single time it's working. 2 HP, he survives to the back here. He gets another kill as well. Nice Utah, really good flashes. The Sky ball was great.
Just holding long C. There's going to be a firing range coming through there.
Is this one doable? They have no... Okay, Artist has 2 smokes. So they got to be really good with the timing of this.
Now Cove is being tossed late.
Do you wanna attempt this? The attempt to this one? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Yeah, at the very least, I guess they were thinking they could do some damage. Really nice round from Furia. In terms of... Where are we at? 1-9.
Furia coming back again on
So yeah, we got some buys going in. It's fine, everyone can buy.
Everyone up C,
3,000 on top of this.
Guarding that trade, and they move back together down long C. Something we've seen affect teams and not be able to shoot through smokes or it gets too messy, but they still actually gained a bit of control in sight.
Don't bar chat. We're not getting on board with buffing stuns. You all are wild.
Here for NRG. Chet feels the need to discuss and talk. You see how they took the site moving forward. Oh, I mean, you can't do much about that, Vansily.
Nope.
That one may still be in the discussion right now.
One to 3 bullets should be inaccurate. Maybe.
Right. Depending on where it's going to push you out.
I don't know, dude. I prefer the no crosshair. I prefer the no crosshair. Everyone starts getting the blue tack out, putting it in the middle of the screen. I'm in for that one. Sounds better than your one. Your one sounds like a massive buff.
For Furia here, to make sure this Viper's Pit becomes the most valuable. Honestly, it could just be pushing a team off.
Okay, where the hell are we, money-wise? Is anyone going to do anything aggro fast? No, okay.
For the way it's to be played. A little bit of this mid pressure again as they keep.
Haven't seen this one for a while.
Of Garage, Sam there under his own star.
The high tower dashing through, the spray through the smoke. A flash for the assist once again.
I was not expecting him to get that. He has Killjoy if he wants to stay alive. Might be able to break this. Yeah, we're just going to spam for a little bit. Dude, what went down?
We haven't planted that spike
Chat,
yet.
what went down? Who hit the spam on all these?
Artist pushed all the way up long right now, allowing the team to know they can crunch a little bit on this space. See, maybe a retake,
was it FNS or was it Shockeys? Because both the Shockeys are done.
Low health Mazine.
Now the lockdown finally comes in.
Yeah.
And the pivot towards Garage, and that's where Storm.
Oh god, the shorty might pop them all. Oh. 6 HP, 15 HP, 31 HP, and QCK was low and he got a hill. Like without the hill, they're all on like 10 HP.
Regrowth already been used, so they have nothing to work with.
This is wild.
They can't afford to take long, right? 30 seconds.
They're going into Artist with the op, but 2 people are staying here, so they're faking this with a flat. Keep an eye on the time. Faking this one with a flash, trying to get a rotate, and then going in towards B. As we can see, 2 people here, both of the rifles when they're low HP. Oh man.
13 seconds left. We mentioned the low HP Victor first contact. Now the jump across can't do too much. Now as you're storming through, trying to waste that clock down. Now you
nicely handled. MW0 decided to go for a lock. Low HPs again, so they wanted to try something.
He's gonna be able to get it, but at the end of the day, it's still the round for NRG. Moving up at 11.
And as close as NRG was to B site, they were happy to play retake on just about everything.
Important round for
If
them again,
Artis
they
got
had to
pushed
go
off,
after.
it was a retake A. As they went into B with a Viper's pit down, they were patient. They're like, okay, plant. Because once you plant, we are going to flood that Viper's pit with our utility. That's Furia could not get themselves to get that spike down in a secure location.
I mean, that
Really
was
nicely shut down by
that was
NRG, could
impressive.
control the
I was
extremities
most
to make
impressed
sure
with when the
B
Viper ult came
did
in that
not
they just
get
did so much
lost.
damage in this area.
Here a little bit more mid play from Furia. I think they're liking to keep this at a distance to figure out what NRG's doing first. They have not been favoring A long at all, even for space, or even to stop NRG from getting an ultimate.
Money's kind of low for the last fight if they lose this.
Now Som forced to
This
fall
is looking
back.
great
They
at the
hit
moment.
the
This
lineup that came
they
from
might
the
leave
kill to
this.
clear out towards the garage.
Will they
Allowing
decide to
Digizine
fight?
dash in, but Som still winning at
Breaches
the
here.
platform. Digizine's trying to get a timing. At the shot to try to delay.
Breaches
trying to
both
push them
flashes,
back.
nothing off
But
them.
Furia still committed into the C-site hit. Finesse answers back, but Madzine and Furia are still battling. And winning
Okay,
one by
nicely
one.
handled. There was four. They had four of them
Look at
here.
that second
This
layer
was
with the
really weird.
cascade going out towards spawn. That's
It
what we were
reminded
talking about
it
before,
reminded me
where
a little
NRG
bit of
was finding themselves going down at that default position. Furia
bear with me
takes
here,
one
chat.
step more
This
to get
reminded me a
another
little bit
round.
of
Really
like
great
getting
on
over
teamwork
towards
from
B
Furia here.
on
It just
Ascent.
seems like the power of numbers
where
for
you kind of
them
like
can't
in
be beat at this
by
point.
the
Sometimes
by the
you
door
still get the
and like
trade
by the
wrong and
bow house,
utility doesn't hit.
not the back of
But
sight, but like
every time they're able
where
to
the
be
button
behind
is,
each other one
and they
after
kind of
the
just
other, it
chilled
seems
in
like
this
they
area, but
steamroll
looked
the site.
really in control.
And you can see
And they didn't
NRG,
take too much
all
map
those X's
control.
on the minimap
And
are just
it should
on
be
the
a moment where
entrance
like
back
you're
in.
you're
They really
panicking and
didn't
you
gain
want to
any
get back
ground.
of sight, but they just looked so chill,
You
just
have to see
staying in
from
this
that
area, just
execution
waiting
from
for them
Furia
to flood
as
out of
well.
spawn.
This Viper
They kind of
toxic Serena goes
had a
as
very
well
good
towards
way
the
of just
C-site.
dealing with this
The
smoke,
smokes
right?
that are being thrown from the
Because normally
dash
the
in from
smoke stops
Digizine.
you from
It
pushing to the
also
back, but people
is
still push
cutting the
into it.
sight
They were
in
just
an
fine
area
to just
where
chill
you
here and
can't
just
get too
constantly
much
take these
value
jewels.
out of
It was
Finesse
nice.
with the flash on the retakes.
Yeah.
If
I've not really
everybody's
seen that
focusing on
before,
that left
and I guess
side
it's
of
just
that
because of how
C-site.
much vision block they
It's so
have.
cool because you can either take the fight on garage side or you can take the fight on the other side, or at both times, depending on where your initiator utility can fall.
So with that, it becomes open season pretty much when
Yeah.
NRG are trying to
It's
move
tough.
back into the site.
Okay, money's
No
really
assist
low if
from,
they
as I
lose this
mentioned
one.
before, the Flash is to try to
1-9
blind your
loss bonus
opponents
on top of this, so
and
it would be an
counterlock
eco,
on
so that
potentially
would get them to
Crashy's
12, so this is a
utility as a
huge
Silva.
round. This has op over towards
Plays
A, and
off
it
of
looks like we're going to have
fundamentals.
some
You
kind
gotta
of
help a teammate,
early
you
A
kind of
pressure.
back out of the sight, right? And cutting
And we're
cutting
walking
each other
down
off
middle
like
as well.
that does exactly that to your opponents. Kind of makes them scatter. They cannot cover. Here, Artis hasn't moved for the last few rounds from long, but he will be ready to dash, but take this aggressive shot.
I suggest you move.
Nope.
Reckoning and Trailblazer.
See you later.
Now dashing away. 10-11 is the scoreline as Furia is looking to tie up the game. In this
And
second
they've got
map of the
nothing to
series.
retake this. They've used the jet dash as well.
Plant now for long in
They got
sewers.
drone, recon,
As the delay
flash,
continues to come
damage.
out. Madzine being
Artis
a
has
thorn
an
on the
op.
side of the retake attempts of energy with this utility from the harbor.
Breach
Recon
damage
ready.
goes under.
At least we have an
There's no
aftershock
way
kill.
he died from
That's
that.
up
Does
from
he
the
not know
heavens
about the
down
lineup that
towards
they
now.
have? He
And
just
that's
stuck it.
NW0.
He went to
No
like each
flashes to
corner.
fight back.
Was there a
Spotlight
was there a
then to
stun
come through,
underneath
and
it?
that
I
might
guess
be
he
the call
stunned
for
and then
Energy to finally
damaged.
move in, and that's
Either
Digizine
way, it was
holding at the
nice.
bottom. Now
Flashes are
being
great.
picked out.
Dude, the breach utility at the
Trying to
moment is
look and
unreal.
trying to escape.
Okay, nicely handled though.
Wow.
Yeah,
Madzine
QCK
runs through
did
the smoke
unreal.
with a crossfire setup. All those kills just happened instantly.
Got it.
I'm
the-
not sure how
this
they didn't
poor
take Madzine
observer.
down in that right corner. Playing the
This
angle
pure-
didn't strafe
this poor
out.
observer.
I think he made NRG come
Give me
out
this
a
again.
little bit more than they wanted. Let's see right here. One,
Oh yeah.
yeah, didn't strafe out as much and then takes the space. So tucking himself into that corner continuously makes Sam think, have to check, wants to kill, then has to force it.
Like
Madzine
we
finds
said,
another
this
kill.
forces
Just
them down to a
little
low
moments
buy,
being
and we
patient
stack
here,
over
paying
towards
off
and
for
try and go
Furia.
aggro over towards A,
Now
and we
towards C again.
insta-rush
Remember
over
I said about
towards
this
C.
death ball.
It's looking
They
really good
hardly
for
stop.
Furia.
Yeah. That definitely had to be the player on the window on the retake on the A site to try to get that pick into graffiti.
What a beautiful shot there. Nice job by Obs to just show how this protocol unfolds from Furia, and NRG pushing the other side of the map. I mean, we're going to have to play a little bit of a retake or at least lose these weapons towards the spike. And yeah, that was clean. You almost want to know if like it works against the defense.
He's
But
getting
yeah, you can
spammed,
see
I think.
what Furia has in place for these rounds. Just at the last moments, giving us different strategies we haven't seen when you need these last few rounds to
Yep.
fake your opponent out.
And look
A
at
lot of people here that are close to their ults. That's why we're going hunting. Alright, that's a lot of people as well.
they're just staying towards spawn. And Furia knows this. An opportunity for them to just chase down these kills, die, get ult orbs, do whatever they can. And that's what NRG was trying not to give away.
You wanna...
Ult orb kills. Because now this potentially allows the Blade
PG's
Storm
in
to come
has
through.
ult from that,
Getting
I'm
very
pretty
close
sure.
to even more ults coming out here. but
Alright,
he's
one chance for
away
Furia.
From the Reckoning.
NRG having trouble on the retakes. 2 and 6 so far, and that has given the rounds over to Furia. The speed in which they take these spike sites, Van Silly, leaves
FNS
little
one
to
away.
be countered.
Damn, lots of people. FNS all
Again,
crashes.
it looks like they'll try to fake this play they do towards C. Spike is down here, so they may give the same utility, but not hit it as
Crashes
hard.
get to the orb over towards
Especially when Sommer's got
over
a
towards A,
position.
and
There's
Mazin's
no
probably
more
taking
utility
this one as well.
following
So
behind
orb for orb,
Here's
orb for
attack
orb,
of that
no
spike. So
pressure
there's
for
that
any of
Reckoning
this.
available for Manzine, the Blade Storm
Hey,
available
wall up.
for Digizine. As it boils down to this last final round, NRG does have an opportunity to delay with the Hunter's Fury. So running that clock down for NRG, they'll be happy with that. If Fury continues to default to work the map very slowly.
He might have a really good timing
Last
on
round
this.
of regulation.
This might work out great.
Sam and Victor though pushing out towards
Alarm
grass.
bot is for the
All
window
of
push
Furia
only.
Grouped up here. Slowly inching forward into the A site. NRG hesitating, looking to play the retake.
Interesting they
instead.
decided to leave A. It
Understanding
was
this
because of
Reckoning
this.
about to come out. 43
Again,
seconds left
Harbor
into
all
the
went
round.
off, no
Blade Storm
gong, so they
missing
know
out
that
from
no
the
one's on the
Digizine.
site again.
No punishment coming out for the
With
player
that,
looking towards spawn,
hopefully
which
with
would
that
be
info,
Artist.
that's why Artist
And
decided
there's
to
that
swing,
fight
try and
coming
catch him
down.
off.
Hunter's Fury is not going to be used. It's going to be used for the retake instead. With
Keep
the
an eye on
Cosmic
this
Divide
lag
available
behind.
for Psalm 2. And the fault line initiates
This is
the
big
re-hit
flank.
and the retake
Man, this is
attempt from
manic.
NRG. And there's that first Hunter's Fury kill onto QCK.
Crashes gets
Here's the
2.
second one onto Manzine, but the
3 and 3
Digizine is
still.
pushing towards the spawn. Here is that double flank coming in here
Honestly,
from
this
NRG.
pos might own it.
Trying to clear towards the
Yeah, this
site.
pos is gonna
It's
own
not
it.
being looked here on the
Khalil's
right.
owned it.
And Khalil does get the kill. It's traded up. It's on a 2 versus 1 up to Crashies. Making a lot of noise
Times
here.
2
He
though.
has to do it.
Okay, we actually get a third map. It's been a while. We're going Pearl. Nicely done from Fury. It was a good map. Really cool map.